Speaking of them, this show, that type of show. What you trying to say, Coach A? That type?
It's a different show.
No, what is that type?
Just like the sports show is a different type of show. It's sports, right?
Yeah,
I tell you, Coach know how to recover real good.
I know he could be a politician, can't he?
I say Coach know how to recover real good.
He could be a politician.
You don't have to recover when it's coming from the heart. When you don't have any malice, you just speaking the truth.
Boy, you good.
I told you, when it's coming from the heart, you don't have to.
Adrian Mays running for
now I'm
next.
Now
yeah.
That's how you know you in trouble.
I wish I could reach through and strangle you because I have to be Coach A on the show, but now I'm Adrian.
Yeah, it's a polo shirt.
Well, that mic switch it up quick, boy. He make it sound good too, though. That mic fool y'all. He make it sound good too. But good morning, everybody.
Exactly. We live and you messing with your nasty teeth. You should have been done with that. That's what you get.
Hey, you can't shame me, baby. I ain't
1960s pick in your head.
Oh my God. You got the black power fist, baby.
Is it a fist? It's
Coach
supposed
A
to be a
came
fist.
in on one today.
My black power fist pick around here somewhere.
Yeah, see?
Man, I love that joint.
It's probably at somebody's house.
I cannot confirm or deny that allegation at this time.
Oh, we lost the CEO.
We lost the CEO.
He getting back in right now.
Okay.
Get back.
All right, we back. I'm sorry. I got this Apple mouse, and every time I move it, it takes me out the show because of the little swipe thing on the mouse.
Get you a Samsung.
Nah, we good. But hey, everybody, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, this is Family Talk. Let's discuss it. We're gonna wait for some of the family members to file in. You got the legend up top, Mr. Nick. Then you got Mr. Who Loves Your Baby, one half of Unhinged Telly. And then we got Coach A, the man that runs Impact Podcast. If you missed it last night, I missed it. But if you missed it last night, y'all go check it out there on Facebook. Then you got your boy, the CEO, B. And you got the other half of Unhinged, Mr. Mike Unhinged. How's everybody doing this morning?
Wait a minute, we got one more down there at the bottom. Somebody got to bring them in.
Don't miss Unhinged because Adrian be on your neck early in the morning, obviously.
For real. Let me go ahead. Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm fantastic. How are y'all?
What kind of echo?
I'm good. What kind of echo going on?
Hello, Miss Kalisha.
Y'all got an echo? Is it me?
Yeah,
I think it is you. It's fine until you got it.
Y'all know why people always do that. They know who it is. It's like, I think it's you.
Because I don't hear the echo, though. Let me see.
Do you have two things going on right now?
Mm-mm.
Like, you on the live right now. Do you have it up on YouTube?
Mm-mm.
Or on your phone or something?
Mm-mm.
I like that background. What is that? The Hello Black Man look like a war.
And why you mentioned
that's her podcast.
This is her podcast. So Kalisha,
It's not just my podcast. It's my brand. It's who
That's
I
her
am.
brand.
Say that. Say that.
Correct me.
Say that.
But I'm gonna let you plug in real quick before we hit that intro. So go ahead and plug that podcast real quick.
Yep, I got that book too.
Okay, quick intro. I am Kalisha Patrice. I am one half of Hello Black Man, a company built on transparency and communication within the Black community, geared toward helping Black men be more open about their feelings, helping them to express themselves more directly and more clearly. So you guys follow us on Hello Black Man, all social media platforms. All of our products can be found at helloblackman.com. Please check us out.
Absolutely. That sounds
what type of products we talk about?
We have journals, as Jody said. We have 12 unique journals. They range from Hello Black Man, woman, child, teen, entrepreneur, you name it. We have it. We're working on athlete and Black coach as we speak. We also have merch. We have, like they said, podcasts. We do mentoring. We do motivational speaking. We try to get our hands in everything.
Nice.
That's what's up. Mm-hmm. Hey, and she pulled up on the family barbecue today.
Yep.
And I just want to say one thing before we go to the intro. Mike, man, why are you grooming yourself in the videos?
Teaching. Hello, Black Man. Why are you doing that?
Mike is not part of her brand.
He ain't part of her brand, but he represented the brand. Combing his
He
hair.
does, and I appreciate it. Also, I like to plug my family and people today. I'm wearing BDEMG. That's Black Dollar Entertainment Music Group. They're out of Atlanta. So you guys go check them out.
Okay. That's what's up. Hey, we're gonna get to this intro real quick. We be back. Family Talk, let's discuss it. Let's get it. Family barbecue. Let's make sure that it's all good. Y'all know, as we do every Saturday, we want to make sure everybody is good mentally. We want to make sure mental health is all in check. So everybody that is watching, anybody that'll be watching here on YouTube after the broadcast, y'all please drop your mental health check down in the comment section. And also, before we start mental health check, please like, subscribe, and share on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and we got some future projects coming for other platforms. But we're gonna start with the legend, Mr. Nick. What's that mental health check 1 to 10, my boy?
It's always a 10 when I get to do it another day.
Hey, that's what's up. Now, when you're able to do it another day, it's always good to go. Mr. Who Loves Your Baby, Telly. What's that mental health check 1 to 10?
It's at 10 today. You know, get to hang out with y'all and everything. So I'm back at 10.
That's what's up, man. We like the double digits around here. Coach A, what's good with your mental health check today, man? 1 to 10.
Yeah, man. Seeing just like they mentioned, man, just getting up and being able to hang out again another day. Got Coach, stuff going on today too.
Coach been on one this morning, man.
Yeah, Coach on 100.
Hey, I got a security event that I'm doing for the Craze concert. Well, I'm part of the security for the Craze concert tomorrow. So I'm today. So
today.
Excited about that for sure.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Mr. Unhinged, what's that mental health check today, man? 1 to 10. Unmute your mic. Been trying to unmute his mic since we started.
It wasn't 10 until Adrian got up here bothering.
It must not be that good because you keep calling him Adrian.
Exactly.
Every time you mad with him, you want to call him not Coach A.
Calling me Adrian, man. I'm Coach A on the show.
So since you ain't at a 10, what you at?
It's an 8 because my package on his way. So we're gonna give it an 8. Coach ain't gonna take away all my joy.
Oh my! Understand, Coach ain't got no control over your joy. Got no control. Myself, man, y'all know what it is. Just like everybody else, I'm a 10. It's another opportunity to wake up, be able to put my feet on the ground and move and operate, smell, breathe, hear music senses that God places upon the human nature. It's a 10 for me. It's always a 10. Opportunity. Yes, sir. Let me get your name right before I start saying it. Is it Khaleesi or Khaleesa or Khaleesa?
I always tell people that I'm from Mississippi. Don't make it difficult, okay? My mama said Alicia, and she added a C to it because my daddy was Clyde. So you get Khaleesi.
Can we just call you CP?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Kalisha.
Absolutely. You can call me Patrice.
What's hard about Kalisha? It's like saying Felicia. Man, y'all need to go back to speech class, man.
It's cool.
That is
But,
From the teacher.
I'm on a high this morning. I'm definitely at a 10. My son plays high school football. He got 2 touchdowns last night. I got my voice. I still got my voice in this thing. Like, yes, I'm doing good this morning. I bought me a cowbell, so that's been saving my voice because I need my voice because I work like a telephone triage line during the day. So
Is he a running back or a receiver?
he plays tight end.
Tight end?
Oh, the lost art, yeah.
Even better. That's what's up. That's what's up. Well, everybody who's watching, y'all please drop your mental health check into the comment section. We care not only about the people on the podcast, but we care of people, not people, I should say family outside of the podcast. So y'all let us know how y'all doing and how y'all feeling. And we're always here to listen, talk to. You know what I'm saying? We got life coaches on the set. We got mentors on the set. We even got some pettiness that can help you gain a lot of wisdom on the set. I'm not gonna speak any names, but yeah. Most importantly, yeah, we know who we talking about. Yeah, most importantly, we want to make sure the mental health is in check. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Y'all know what time it is. News with the coach.
That's right. If you standing up, you know what time it is. Sit your butt down. I got some news for you. First of all, to all my Floridians, you know, you got to be unaware that next week, possible hurricane coming our way. Ian, I think the name of it is. So if you ain't been watching the news or you haven't been paying attention, make sure you be aware of that. You go to the grocery store, all the water and the milk and all the supplies is gone. That's why. So just want to make sure you up on top of that for sure. And some of the top news stories, Brett Favre, we already heard, he's the Robin Hood of the hood, you know, not given from the rich and given to the poor. He's just only robbing the hood. So you got to really pay attention to that. That thing that's unfolding with him, Brett Favre, mixed up in a particular scandal, or not a scandal, but a deal trying to get I believe it was a volleyball court, or what kind of court was it for the college? It's
something for volleyball or something like that, but he's stealing from the poor.
Yeah,
he wasn't
exactly.
Stealing from the rich, he was stealing from the poor.
So also in top news, Ime Udoka, and of course, as you can tell, I'm doing this all from the dome too. I didn't write anything down today. So Ime Udoka, the Celtics coach, caught in having a relationship with one of the Celtics worker, which is not part of their protocol. He's broke their protocol, so he's been suspended. It came out he's been suspended for the full season, and so also they don't know if it's indefinite or not, how long it's going to be. So
he got fired on his day off.
On his day off, exactly. But very interesting enough, there's a lot more to this story, and I'm sure we'll probably talk about this a little bit. There's a lot more to this story that a lot of people are saying or speaking about, and it haven't been released yet. So, you know, we're just going to have to wait for further facts on that. But that's pretty much it on the story. In the last week, the Woman King, talking about movies now, the Woman King debuted last week, 19 million. It's at the top of the chart. So shout out to All the Day for that particular movie.
Amazing actor, man.
Yeah, she is. She always has.
Amazing actor. Yeah.
So definitely you want to get out there and see that. I know that during this era, you know, with all the equality and stuff that's going on, it makes me feel a little some type of way that they're pushing women to be kings instead of queens and stuff like that. But nonetheless, I heard it's a great movie, so definitely go out there and check it out. That's it for the news with your boy Coach A. You heard that?
Another one. Hey, Coach, God did.
God did.
So let's get into it. Coach talked about it a little bit. Let's talk about this Brett Favre thing, man. Robbing from people to help out a university. And I've been on social media. I've been seeing it. A lot of people are making a lot of points with their posts. I know I saw a post that said, when Mike Vick got in trouble with the dog fighting thing, it was all over America. It was all over the world, and not many people even know about this Brett Favre thing. So that's one of the first questions I want to pose to you guys is the differences between the two, because they're both football players, but the differences between the two illegal activities and because so let's Mike, since you looking like you don't know what I'm talking about, let's start with you.
I know what you're talking about. I was at the difference between the two people, like why Vick got more press than Favre.
That's what the question is. Yeah,
because Vick is black.
Is that just it though? Why do we always gotta pull race into it?
Okay, so at the time when this happened, Vick was at the time he had just signed a contract to be the highest paid NFL player in history. He was the number one quarterback in the league. He was the number one highest paid quarterback in history, and he was like the third richest black player in sports history. And then a few months later, his dumb ass got caught funding a dogfighting operation. It was like, boy, stupid ain't stupid, boy. I tell you.
So can I ask you a question?
Why
can't, like Brandon said, why we gotta take race out of it? Like, why can't we take race out of it and just say Mike Vick made a stupid decision?
He did make a stupid decision. There's nothing about him being black that made a stupid decision. But when Mike Vick gets caught in a dogfighting operation, right, and Brett Favre is stole close to $6 million from welfare in Mississippi, and it doesn't make the news, it's like, how else you want us to look at that? It was like, it's like dogfighting, stealing almost $6 million. Dogfighting, stealing almost $6 million. Why are we not talking about one of the NFL's, best quarterbacks to play the game stealing almost $6 million? It's not like Brett Favre is a nobody. Everybody knows Brett Favre. He's a household name. Yet nothing. We haven't seen nothing on any sports shows about Brett Favre stealing $6 million. We've talked about again. It's not, if it's not a color thing. Why are we talking about this Boston Celtics coach who had an affair? The nigga cheated. Okay, it's not even a sexual assault case. It's not even like some really messed up stuff. He literally just cheated, right? And yet we seem to be talking about that way more than we're talking about this white man stealing, almost $6 million from Mississippi, who just, by the way, had this major water thing going on, down in the state capitol. So it's like, why else you want us to look at that? Why isn't Brett Favre getting any media press?
So Coach A, with the Brett Favre thing, and the point that Mike just made about pulling race into it, what is your thoughts on that?
Well, it seemed like we always make it a race thing, because when there's a black and a white person, and understandably a lot of times that, it seems that it's always swept on. It seems like it's more prominent with putting the black person's information out there. So, and that's just from the media. And for what's going on. So I can understand, our plight. I can understand us wanting to make it a black and white issue, but because that's the difference between the two. But however, Brett Favre, Mike Vick, when he, was convicted, or when he went through his thing, it was at the peak, at the height of his career. So he already had all the spotlight on him. And so,
good point.
At that particular time, he already had the spotlight. So it was just easy to go ahead and throw him under the bus during that time. And Brett Favre has been out, of the media spotlight in that aspect for years. And so, and also just understand that with Brett Favre, there's a lot of political involvement with like the mayor and stuff like them. It's powerful people. And so they're going to do, I'm sure, whatever they can to keep it under wraps as best they can. And so, if Michael Vick had been involved with, that with some type of politician or something like that who was powerful, then I'm sure it would have had a different look. But again, when you're talking about somebody that's at the peak, that's like LeBron James. Right now, he's at the peak. Just the mention of his name gets a lot of attention. So if he went through something during this time, it's going to be huge. It doesn't matter the color, this particular moment. But with Brett Favre, and there's a lot of information that needs to be unraveled as far as this whole Brett Favre situation. It's not even completely, did he know where the money was coming from, or it ain't like he paid himself. Somebody gave him the money. So that's another thing. Just think, if you was trying to get something done and somebody giving you some money, they probably do this all the time. Gave him the money. So this is thing. I'm sure that stuff like this, allocating funds here and taking funds from here, this stuff probably happens all the time, unfortunately. And so they got caught, or they're gonna have to deal with it. So I don't think that I just think that whatever's in the dark, eventually it comes to the light, and he just dealing with it right now. So we should definitely be happy that it was unfold and he's caught, and whoever's responsible is going to be dealt with, because oftentimes they're not dealt with. Oftentimes they don't get come up at all.
You mentioned something about somebody probably giving him money. You think, and it's just could it be a possibility that he didn't know that he was initially stealing if somebody was letting him do this? Could that be a possibility that Brett didn't even know that whoever was giving him, because you say he had to be getting the money. Yeah, he had to be getting the money from somewhere. It's not like he's going into the bank, hey, give me this much money out of this account. Brett, you're not even on these accounts. Why are you asking this question? You know what I'm saying? So it could be a possibility that Brett didn't even know things were being stolen because of who he was receiving the money from.
Yeah, I think if I would have had to speculate, just from my opinion, I think he probably knew or understood where the money was coming from, and he just didn't want it. He just wanted to make sure that nobody else would find out. So, if I would have to take a guess, and that's only based on the media information that we've been getting. I haven't read any transcripts or, anything like that. So once the transcripts come out, it's going to be, a different story. He's going to have an attorney and all that stuff. But if I would have to speculate, I would think that he probably has some type of idea where the money was coming from, and he just decided to overlook that and be like, yeah, I need this money.
Well, Kalisa, you have any input on this? You know about this Brett Favre scandal?
As a Mississippi native, of course, I am well aware of the details of what's been happening. And I think Coach A said the mayor. It was actually the governor, which is the highest form of political being in the state of Mississippi, who kind of orchestrated all of this. And honestly, I don't have a lot to say about it. Like, I really don't. Like, I can't. Sometimes I think we invest too much time in things that don't really affect us the way that they should. Now, is it wrong? Absolutely. Do they need to pay for it? For sure. I got a $25 bonus check one time when I was working at the supermarket, and I got cut off my food stamps because that $25 check wasn't reported to the government. So for them to steal millions of dollars and nobody do anything about it, I'm confused. I'm upset. I'm hurt for the people, but I just can't invest too much time and energy into it. I just hope everybody serves and gets the justice that it's deserved. And, I just want to move on from it, get it off my timeline, get it out of my life.
I heard that. Nick, you got any speculations on it? Or I think you just gonna let it sit as it sit?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it happened. Like I agree with Coach A. Favre is well removed from the NFL. Vick was at his heightened point when all this happened. And I can't speak for everybody, but I'm pretty sure a lot of people can't agree with what I'm about to say. But growing up, at least in our household, my mother always told us, you're black. You're going to have challenges when you do something that's wrong. And for us to grow up and know this and still go out there and do the things that we do, the news is they're going to have their own narrative. And we already know black people is their narrative. So why would we give them a reason to put us on a hot seat? And that's all they're doing. It's stupid stuff. Like, Vic, you're making millions, but you're organizing a dog fight. That doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, when you get caught, the spotlight is gonna be on you, and then you want to say, "Oh, it's black." Yeah, that's what the media is gonna portray. Black people doing this, black people doing that. So stop doing it.
Period. Hey, period.
That's Uncle Nick talking right there. Stop doing it, young man. Stop doing it.
Period.
Yeah, but like I say, we always want to throw a race card in there, but we don't want to take we don't want to take the consequences when we done something.
I want to respectfully disagree with just what you're saying in an overall, because at what point does that not become a narrative? At what point are we able to really have the same liberties? At what point are we okay to teach our kids that you're going to be able to walk outside and you're not going to be judged? Because golly, Martin Luther King, 50 years removed from our children being the same children as their children? I hate the stigma that's over us, that we have to walk a thinner line, that we have to do so much more to be approved, to get promotions. Like it's I'm sick of it. Like I can't even tolerate it. But like, we are still teaching our kids that in 2022. At what point is it okay for us to say, no, we are the same, and whatever they get, we should get too? Like, when is that okay?
So I think you kind of just answered your own question, because you just said we still got to teach our kids this.
My question is, will it ever be okay? At what point will we be able to say we are not the same people who we were 50, 60, 400 years ago?
I got to answer that question.
We know you do.
I got to. It's simple. I watched this show one time, right? And it was pushing like a narrative of like what's things going to look like in the future. And what they ended up saying is eventually there will be no more fully black, fully white, fully mixed. Everybody's going to be some type of mixed race. So when we get to a point where there's a mixed race of everybody and nobody's fully white and fully black and fully this and fully that, then that's when we'll get to a point where we can stop pushing that narrative. But until you have a clear blue-eyed, blonde hair, Bob, and you got a Tyrone, Bob is always going to get the benefit of the doubt more than Tyrone will. And that's just what it is until everybody starts to look alike.
But I think even at that point, you still going to have different pigment skin. You still going to have people lighter than the next person. So I think the dark-skinned people are going to always have to walk that thin line. And I ain't going to say I'm okay with it, but if you know what's around you, why don't you just go ahead and put your head down and do what you need to do? It sucks to say that, but my brothers can attest we ain't never been arrested. I can attest that I've, in my personal life, have never seen racism. I've seen it throughout the lens of social media, but I've never ran into it. But that's just me. We can't always sit here and say white this and black this. Like, you made a decision. You got caught. Handle the consequences.
Mr. Who Loves Your Baby? We save you for last. We know you got something to say about Brett Favre.
Yeah.
So
That's his favorite quarterback.
I'm finna educate. Let me educate.
Come on, come with it.
First of all, we're gonna start pushing this false narrative. Michael Vick did not fund a dog fighting operation. The man literally just bought the house. His cousins and them lived there. They ran everything. Michael Vick never stepped foot on the property.
Y'all know
the reason why Michael Vick went to jail.
Y'all know Telly know it all, right? He know about
the reason why Michael Vick went to jail because they wanted him to name names. And Michael Vick, ran with the code of the streets. I ain't tricking on nobody. Okay, lock his ass up then.
So let me ask a question. You making millions and you finna throw all that away because you don't want to name no names?
Hey man, I ain't say the man was smart. I just said he ran with the streets. I just said I'm just gonna clear it up. He didn't fight no dog. He didn't find nothing.
It was
That's
on his property though.
Right? Well, he bought the house. His cousins them lived there. They flipped on him. That's why they didn't give really no much time. He was the big celebrity in the case. They wanted other people because there was some bigger names involved in that. Man, so with that, we're gonna stop that. As far as coverage, let me ask y'all a question. This ain't the first time Brett Favre been in trouble in the media coverage. But you don't mention the other times when he was at his peak in the NFL, coach. First time he was addicted to painkillers. But y'all don't talk about that because you barely even heard about that. The second time when he was with the Jets and he's sending dick pics to old girl. Y'all remember that? No, you don't, because nobody talks about that. You know, he didn't get that much coverage. But here it is, you know, like you said, Michael Vick is everywhere. You know, it was everywhere. And so now here it is, Brett Favre back in the media again, and it was for a stadium for his daughter's team, by the way. His daughter played on the team, and he got the stadium for her. But once again, you don't hear about it. Oh, Brett Favre stole $5 million in EBT or whatever. Boom. You know, okay, on to the next story. This dude over here, this dude over here. You know, that's what it's like. And you can't help but to say, okay, what's the difference? I mean, he's a celebrity. This dude's a celebrity. They both have some type of presence in the world. They're recognizable figures. Although I'm honestly, I don't know what the hell the coach of the Celtics look like. I just know his name. That dude could probably walk past me. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. But, you know, like, but Brett Favre, I know Brett Favre face, but you get more coverage with this coach who, for all intents purposes, you know, he broke policy of the organization. You know, I guess they have a no fraternization policy. That's all he did. But he's everywhere. Suspended for a whole year. This, that, and the other. This, that, and the other. It's like, dang, that's crazy. It's crazy. Like, why aren't we talking about Brett Favre doing something like this? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Brett Favre. He's a beloved figure. And he's pretty much a fallen hero now with this scandal. You know, and it's something like $5 million. You telling me Brett Favre could have funded that his damn self? He didn't need no help. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't hurting for money. He could have did that himself. But here they go, him and the governor decide to jack the EBT crew. Now, some people can't get their canned goods because these motherfuckers got a stadium up for his daughter. You know, yes, he knew what let me tell you something. When you're receiving money from people, you know where the money coming from. You got people to make sure, you know, because it's just like me. If somebody's sending me checks and I'm like, man, where the hell is money coming from? You know, I'm like, I'm going to ask some questions because I don't want the police kicking my door in saying, oh, yeah, you part of the Taliban. You getting funds from them. They go all this. You going to know. Now, do he know what extent? I don't know. But I know he knew the money was coming from where it was coming from generally. You know, so it's a damn shame. I still like him. But, hey, man.
Coach said that's your favorite quarterback.
No, man, it ain't my favorite. Although Coach is not off. I had a healthy love for Brett Favre, even though he was a Packer, because I respected him. Because I respect the way he played the game with a childlike quality.
He owns y'all too.
No, he didn't. We actually, I like Brett Favre because Brett Favre would mess up. And I'm like, yeah, we won. I hate Aaron Rodgers' punk ass because he's Aaron Rodgers. But, you know, but yeah, Brett Favre, you heard it here first. He's one of my favorite QBs. There you go.
Right, and we'll leave it at that.
I think Alicia answered the question though when she said the governor was involved, and I'm like, oh well, there you go. That's why it probably ain't making no news coverage because he probably kept it on the wraps as long as he could. So I think that answers the major question right there.
Yeah, the governor.
It is.
Of course.
It is what it is.
And so it was a combination of the governor and the person who was like the head of the Mississippi Department of Health. And so supposedly the governor fired the guy, but the text messages between them are very revealing, and it makes it very clear that they knew exactly what they were doing, and nobody cared.
Do you wonder how this story broke all of a sudden? I'm gonna tell you how. This is my speculation. Somebody fucked over a female and she tripped, because that's how it always happens.
Oh my God.
That's how it always happened, man.
No,
You mess
what
over a
happened was-
female.
This Wednesday, ain't it?
They was betting money. They was betting money on the volleyball team that Brett Favre had bought the volleyball stadium for, and they still like owing $3,000. So they was like, "Damn, we done paid $5 million for a volleyball stadium, and now they not even winning no games." So that's what happened.
And it was a female.
It is
who
so
tripped.
funny it ain't even
Don't get
winning.
off Brett Favre. Don't get off Brett Favre.
Hey, that's when you get a transgender to switch them and then jump on a volleyball team.
He probably sent the dick pic to the wrong chick. That's what happened.
It's a wrap. It's
It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to get a transgender on the volleyball team. They wear them small little shorts. They gonna know. Somebody gonna know something.
Man, they don't care nowadays. They
I
just come
know
right
some
out.
I know some people tucking game on point, so I don't know about that.
You gonna play volleyball with your tuck like that? That's
That tape be real.
Let's scroll on to the next topic.
Y'all done made Nick uncomfortable now.
So listen, it's we're not gonna talk about the eBay Udoka thing, because like Mike said, he just cheated. It ain't really nothing to talk about.
Bro, serious talk. My boy cheated. And I
No,
was like,
I
I don't
bet
understand
you-
what the
listen.
problem is.
I don't think it's just him.
Because he's engaged to Nia Long. Bro, they've been engaged for
No.
like 4 years. Obviously, this man ain't marrying you if they've been engaged for 4 years.
Bro, I didn't even know he was with Nia Long until this came out.
Me neither. I had no clue she had a man. I was like, damn, I'm sitting here shooting my shot in her inbox and she got a whole family out here.
And what happened? A
We're
chick
not gonna
trick.
Hey,
That's what happened.
You know what? I might be able still to shoot my shot now. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, baby, I ain't never embarrassed you like that.
I think he cheated with some administration
Yeah,
person.
it was somebody on the
Girlfriend
staff and
or
the
something.
I think it was.
organization.
I think it was either somebody prominent in that it was somebody's wife, or somebody powerful in the organization, or some that he shouldn't have been messing with, or
It was
telling you, because
They said something about staff in the organization.
even Matt Barnes recanted his statement and said that it was 100 times worse than what we know about.
It was somebody who had enough money to hire a private investigator. Let's just start there. So we know that it was somebody high up that got somebody following them. Like, yeah, they
And look, Patrice, what's her name? We don't hear nothing about her. Nothing. So you tell me that ain't who?
it wasn't me.
Jesus Christ.
So
Anyway,
whoever
let's
it is, she gotta have some pull where her name is not out there either. No, it's more than just.
I bet she's not of the black descent. I can guarantee you that.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe go bring a race up again.
All I'm saying is when we in the side chick role, we play it and we play it well. Okay.
Oh, okay. You saying you don't tell?
Tell what?
Hey, this is Saturday. This ain't Wednesday.
I think I'm still a side chick right now.
We feel attacked now. Hold on. We feel attacked.
Saturday. Let's talk about something else than side chicks and white women and thank you.
I didn't say white women. Let's be clear. I said she wasn't black. I never said white. She could be mixed. She could be anything.
I never said you did say white women. I assume you meant white women.
Other. She meant other.
But let's talk about partners, man. Let's talk about partners and what we need from our spouses and what we need from our husbands and our wives and whoever else you want to deal with. Let's talk about that a little bit. Contracts. You know, we know a couple people that we're not gonna name that has 90-day contracts, and we're gonna ask if those contracts even get fulfilled, because we still haven't heard any news about fulfillment of that contract. So
I have.
No, we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that. I shouldn't even bring that up. And to the person who's out there, they might be watching. I'm sorry.
Should I confirm or deny any allegations at this moment in time?
See, ain't nobody bring your name up.
Mike, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'll get fined. But no,
you might need to amend your contract. You getting old, man. You're gonna be an old man by yourself. Gotta do some type of amendment or something.
So let's start out with the legend, man. What is something that you need from your spouse? You need from your wife? What is something that and I guess you don't have to make a bullet point list. I know we've talked about that on the podcast about hitting bullet points, but what is something that you need from your spouse?
You know, I've been thinking about this ever since we wrote this thing up, and it's tough, especially to narrow it down to like one thing. But if I had to say one thing, I would probably say, put me on the spot.
If you've been thinking about it since we put it up, you ain't on the spot.
Yeah, it's still on the spot because I ain't really like decided which one it would be. You know what I'm saying?
It don't have to be one. It can be a multitude of things of what you need.
I mean, I would start mainly with communication, showing love, and that's definitely something she do. She show love. She say it all the time. Honestly, those two things, they keep me running. It's like fuel, and my tank full.
Hey, shout out to T. Hey, Coach A, what's one of the many things? I shouldn't say one of the things. What do you need from Shaquem?
Well,
not to leave.
Say what?
I say not to leave.
Well, the reason is
about to come out.
The agent about to come out. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's different. You look at it from a different perspective. As a man, we have natural needs. So as far as us being together, I really don't. It's just, let me just put it just like this. As a man, we have natural needs. So I definitely
said that already.
That physical portion, you know what I'm saying? We had to have that. We definitely have to, like you said, have a communication, right? Respect. You know, we as a man, I had to feel that I'm respected in the house. And so, and then time to be able to do different things. Like if I want to play basketball or if I want to be on a podcast or different things like that. All that encompasses the need that helps me function from day to day. And her as a woman, she has different needs.
Okay, that sums it up. Mikey.
All right, you ready for this one?
What's up, Mikey? I know you finna come with it. Come with it, Mikey.
I'm gonna give you a good one. I need a ride or die. I need a friend. I ain't one of the biggest things. You need you a friend. I need somebody. You ain't gotta care what I like, but you like what I like because I like what I like. I don't care what we got. I'm yelling at the TV and like, these raggedy ass refs cheating. I want you to be like, you right, babe. These raggedy ass refs cheating. You ain't gotta know what the hell going on. I just need you to agree with me. If I'm playing a game like they spamming,
you sound like you want a yes man.
They're coming to America chick.
when it comes to that aspect, yeah. But when it comes to like real stuff, like I want a person that's gonna hold me accountable. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're supposed to have that better half in your life. Somebody that will be like, hey, you're wrong. I'm just letting you know you're wrong. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But just that friend, that person that's gonna keep it real with you, you know what I'm saying? Whether you want to hear it or not. But also like that sidekick right there. He needs an adult as well. You making me sound like R. Kelly. I don't do that. Do that. Leave. He's an adult.
Hey Nick, that's a real.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an adult. He made me sound like R. Kelly now. Like, yeah, I just need a friend, man. Somebody that's gonna rock with you. Somebody that you enjoy spending time with. There's a lot of people out there that's in a relationship with people you couldn't spend a whole day with. You can't spend a whole 8 hours with this person, let alone y'all living together. Like, I need a friend, somebody I can kick with, somebody I can have fun with. I think that's one of the most important things.
Bet that. Kalisha.
Oh, I have so much rebuttal for Jody, but this is not about him. It's about me or Mike. I'm sorry. That's what y'all call him.
He Jody off this show.
So anybody, y'all gotta catch our Hello Black Couple podcast because you'll know that we are truly two of the most genuine people. We're very real. We don't fake it. We argue, we fight, we have disagreements, all this the same thing, but we know how to come around. Like Jody said, we enjoy each other's company. But the one thing that I want and desperately need from him, it's gonna sound sappy AF, but I need him to see himself from my visual. I need him to understand how amazing he is to me. And I feel like only then will he truly understand and know how loved and valued he is. And in that way, he is capable of being the man that I think that he is and should be to all those around him. So that's in a nutshell what I need from him.
That's amazing.
That's cute.
I love that. Man, I love that. That was great. I was trying to come up with something great, but I think you said it best. But I think the most thing that I need, I think you all kind of said it. Erica said it earlier, transparency. Honesty is one of my big things. Communication is one of my big things. I also need her to be her. I don't need her to be somebody that she's not. I need her to be who she is. And I can only talk about my situation. Sam allows me to be who I am. You know what I mean? She allows me to be who I am. And along with the lines of that, and I know we all saying what we need from our partner, we need to be who we need to be for our partner. You know what I'm saying? It's just not what we need from our partner. We need to be what we need from a partner. So I need to, just as much as we are all saying what we need from our partners, we need to be what we need to be for our partners as well. So that person that completes me, one of those persons that because I can get into a fit sometime, and she one of those people that can say, hey, you need to chill out. And you know what I mean? Like, I need one of those into my life. You need to chill out because it ain't that serious. So I need one of those people, type of folks in my life. It's a lot that I can say. It's a lot that I can say as far as Sam. I need her to be a mother. You know what I'm saying? I need her to be the best mother that she can possibly be. I need her to pick up Xavier at preschool because I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to.
Nah, probably I don't want to, but I mean, so I need her to do that. And it's like I need her to be the woman. You know what I'm saying? Just like she allows me to be the man. And that's not taken lightly in this household. She allows me to play my role. I allow her to play her role. When there's stuff that I lack, I need her to pick it up. When there's stuff she lacks, she needs me to pick it up. So I need somebody to tell me that God is handle it. I know he is, but it's always good to hear somebody else say it. You know what I'm saying? And she said that to me, especially within the last month or so when I was dealing with work. Be patient, babe. God got you. You got to continue to remember God got you. So it's a lot.
God did.
God did. but yeah, it's a lot for me. It's a super big deal for me. Is what I need from her as well as what she needs from me. And before we go on, I know I asked Mike, man, we say get Boone on the show, man. Boone, I know you listening, man. We want you on the show. I'll be seeing you kicking it on Unhinged, man. We'd love to have you on the show, brother. But yeah, that's me. So let's throw it to Mr. Who Loves Your Baby.
Well, man, it's so much I can say. But let me start with a story.
He needs somebody unlike his first baby mama.
Man, don't get me started, man. Anyway, last month, I think it was last month that Tiffany went to go visit her mom now, and she was gone for a week. Now, in that week that she was gone, I realized something of how much I rely on her. Like, it actually brought to my eyes how much she does around here. You know, when it's concerning myself, how much she helps me out, how much I depend on her. It never, clicked into my mind, like, because she does it so effortlessly, And it's like when she got back, it was like, man, I really missed her, like really missed her. And I'm like, I knew I would miss her, but I didn't know I'd miss her that much. So for me, what I need from her is what she's been doing. She has we can sit here and just be sitting here and we can laugh at each other. We can poke fun at each other. That's very important to me, that we can not take ourselves too seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can actually hang out and have fun. I don't know, our couple, I ain't going to say friends because to me, friends is a little bit different than, my wife. Technically they say your wife's supposed to be your best friend, but I've always looked at that like, no, because my wife can't be everything to me. There's certain things she just don't did. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have our set of conversations. That's our set. And then I have my set of conversations with my brothers. Then she can't, like, for instance, I'm sitting here watching the Bears and screaming at the TV, and she'll lean over and say, they can't hear you, right?
Hey, that's what I do with my wife.
And I'm like, yeah, they can. They just not listening. I'm just saying.
When you in that atmosphere, when you in that atmosphere and the feeling of yelling and screaming, you do it at home too. I do it when I watch the Gators. When you be in that atmosphere, you just do it at home too.
Yeah.
Like, I do all the hand motions and stuff while I'm at home. I do it all. So I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I'm a part of this team. She like, she was like, you ain't getting paid for this. Yes, I am. I'm like, I get filled up when they win, but it's something like that. Something as simple as that. It just, the balance balances me out, makes me feel good, and like you said, Brandon, being yourself for her and her being herself, she allows me to be me. All my silliness and quirks and stuff, it just allows me to be me, and that's very important to me. That I can be myself. I don't have to, put on any fronts or be scared of being judged. That she accept me for me. So
yeah, and that's to it. That's to it. So that's to it. Yeah, that's to it. So anybody that's in the comments, man, y'all comment what y'all feel like y'all spouse or what y'all feel towards y'all spouse or what y'all need and what y'all don't need and that type of stuff. We'll love to see it. We'll love to hear it. But no, that was beautiful, man. I don't know where Kalisha went.
She had
to go.
Yeah, she had a work phone call.
Oh, I got you.
But I wanted to tell you about relationships and needs, because I just had this conversation on the Impact podcast a few weeks ago, and so what's important about needs is that we have to understand that, just like you said, it's a need, and so that person can continue to function. And so sometimes you have to give the person their need, what they need, even if it doesn't coincide with what you need or what you like. And the description I gave it was like a car. The car needs gas and it needs oil and all these things. Even though you don't drink gas, you don't like it, make sure the car has it so it can function. So in the relationship, we do the same thing when it comes to our partners, making sure that their needs are being fulfilled and kept, even if we don't like it, even if it's, we might have to go out our way to do that because it just helps them function. And so it's important that we first learn what their needs are, and two, continue to give them their needs. And it's not conditional. Sometimes, if we're not getting what we want, then we'll, hold back on the other person. And so those are the beginning of relationships beginning to fall apart when it becomes conditional. The only way you're gonna give another person what they need or what they want is if you're getting what you want. So we have to keep that in mind. I take relationships very serious. I think that at the core of our problem in the United States is relationships. All the crime, all the prison, and all the whatever it is, the chaos that we have going on here. I think the core problem is relationships. People are not staying together, and so therefore with broken homes you have kids that's not emotionally stable, and they become the next
Joe Jackson.
Joe Jackson.
He said Joe Jackson.
Exactly.
Hey man, Joe Jackson must have that's because
they portrayed him that way.
Portrayed him that way. I don't know if he was really that way. I'm sure some of that is true, but I don't know. They portrayed him as
all of it was true. That's how Joe was. Even the kids said,
Kelly, boy, you be talking like you be there in the moment.
Exactly.
I watched them boys grow up, man.
I think another thing that we forgot, I forgot to say, it was like understanding. You know what I'm saying? You need somebody to kind of understand who you are and kind of navigate the avenues, because it's like when you understand.
The thing with that, Mike, it's also okay for a person not to understand. Yeah, we want them to understand, but it's okay for them not to understand, because we're all coming from different backgrounds. And I say this a lot to my mother with me and Sam. We come from two totally different backgrounds, and there's things that I don't understand of why she do it, and there's things that she don't understand. So it's okay. It's good for people to understand, but it's also okay for you not to understand. My bad, my bad.
No, you're good, but that is. But you understand that, you know what? I don't have to understand. That's just who you are, and it ain't hurting me, so I'm gonna let it slide. You know what I'm saying? But just to people, I can be a handful sometimes. I admit that. So I need you to understand that. That ain't
sometimes.
Yeah.
All the time.
You a handful. What makes you a handful?
Good morning. Good morning.
The stuff I post on Facebook.
The what? What you post?
Stuff I post on Facebook.
Hey man, Mike be posting.
So is that more important than your relationship status then?
Oh, here you go, Coach A. Here you go.
Like, what's your goals? Do you want to be single? Do you want to be married? Do you want to you know what I'm saying? Like, at some point you gotta make a you gotta think like what I want to do.
Adrian,
pick and choose your battle.
Ain't nobody bigger than the group. This is a group team. Ain't nobody bigger than the group.
Adrian, boy, you been on one this morning, boy.
Exactly.
You had a good night's sleep.
Because a lot of times we like, I don't know what his plans are, what his goals are, but some people want to have a relationship. They want to be with somebody. They want to get married. They want this and that. And we're getting older. And so at some point they waste a lot of time on things that's not important or that hinders that opportunity. And so you have to really think of what your priorities are and what you want in the future, so that everything lines up. So
the question is what you're trying to ask Mike. So the question is, does he want somebody in the near future?
Exactly.
Yeah, of course. I want to be happy and married one day. I'm gonna mess all y'all.
Do you want a family? You want kids?
You know what? If I don't have my own kids, I'll take some.
Wait. He said he want to be married one day?
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
That's what he said.
Straight.
You heard it.
Coach A, I gotta give you a hand clap.
What?
He coming around.
I didn't do that about him.
Listen, I always wanted to be married. Like I said, I'm gonna throw y'all off one.
This is the first time I ever heard you say it.
This ain't the first time I've heard him say it.
Well, Telly, were we there when y'all had that conversation?
Well, I'm just saying. Y'all need to know the right questions to ask.
We wasn't there, so this is my first time.
I'm just saying, y'all got to probe the man.
Listen,
I probe y'all.
I remember this man saying he was for the streets.
Yeah.
He said he was for the streets.
He said he was for the streets.
You can be for the streets and want to get married. Hey.
No, you can't do both. You can't.
I ain't say you can do both. I said you can be for the streets.
He can be You say he can be for the streets and be married.
No, I said and want to be married.
Oh, and want to be married.
He ain't about that married life. You read it. I agree.
Listen.
I agree.
You never let your ops know your next move. So listen, when it happens,
we not your ops.
I ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about all my raggedy ass exes. You know what I'm saying? Never let them know your next move. So when it happens
in the past, who cares about the past?
Listen, when it happens,
how you orchestrating your future based on some people that's behind you?
Because they still in my ear nagging from time to time.
You letting them nag from time to time.
Listen,
hey, let's move into something fun.
No, this is good. So listen, do you have somebody in mind? You got somebody in mind, or are you like completely dolo?
Are we turning this to
let me ask the question.
Find Jody a woman show? What are y'all
doing? Contract in mind?
Listen,
is the contract in mind?
Everybody's always in mind, right? Not me alone in mind.
Mike, don't let them break you, Mike. Don't let.
Hey, right, me alone in mind.
Y'all should have asked that man these questions in his interview. Move on.
Right now.
We want to know right now.
That's it on the list. There's nothing.
I gotta get off my partner. I know what he wants. That's all that matters.
Hey, we gonna move on.
Hey, this conversation ain't over.
Exactly, man. We trying to help you, and they trying to hinder you, man.
Nah, he wanted to give us some answers in private. That's what he wanted to do.
No, Mike, don't let them break you on this show. That's what I say.
Nobody is bigger than the group.
Special someone.
Thank you, Mike.
I'm trying to help you find and keep that special someone. Look at everybody else up here. They happy. They smiling.
Who's to say he's not happy though? Who's to say he's not?
I didn't say he wasn't. I said look at everybody else. I didn't say if you was happy or not. I said look at everybody else happy and smiling. And you just said you want to be married.
I want to be married one day. I ain't say today or tomorrow. I said one day.
Well, you got to work on your tomorrow today.
We'll start Monday.
We'll start Monday.
Start Monday.
Dropping jewels, coach.
Dropping jewels.
Hey, listen. Let's get into something. Let's get into something here real quick. I know we had it on the ballot, but we were supposed to be talking about the top 5 black sitcoms of all time. And I want to know everybody's top 5 black sitcoms of all time. And if you're watching in the comments, drop your top 5 black sitcoms.
Can I throw one? Can I put one in there that didn't make my top 5? And I know
absolutely.
I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, but it didn't make my top 5. Matter of fact, it didn't make my top 5, and I barely watch it. It's just something about the show that I never really did like. Like there was episodes that was funny, but then it was like honestly, if I was up late enough and it came on TV, I'd probably turn the TV. Or as many times I seen it cut on. And
Mike, get to it already, man.
Thank
you. Mike, what show is that?
Martin.
Really? Man.
I just never really got into it.
I had to take him off the screen for that.
Mike, that is a huge disappointment, man. This man said Martin.
I never liked Martin, bro.
Okay, let's get on with it.
Well, while we on you, Mike, just give us a top 5. I'm curious to know what's in your top 5.
The Cosby Show,
of course.
A Different World.
What?
My Wife and Kids. What's wrong with My Wife and Kids?
No, My Wife and Kids.
Damon Wayans and Tisha Campbell.
Yeah, My Wife and Kids was that show. My Wife and Kids. You had Blackish and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
There you go.
Come on, those some good ones.
Those some good ones. Them some good ones. Coach A, top 5 black sitcoms.
Top 5, and not in no particular order. A Different World, The Fresh Prince, Cosby Show, Bernie Mac Show, and Martin.
Before we move on, we got Boom put his top 5 in here. We're gonna put his up and look at his. We got Martin. We got the Cosby Show. Good Times. You got the Jeffersons and Sanford and Son. What they know about Sanford and Son?
Boom 40, so he got that old school.
What do you know about Sanford and Son? That's what's up, Boom. That's what's up. We got Mad Squabbles. Let's get his real quick. Sam said, "What about Bel Air? Bel Air good was good too. I can't wait for season 2. We got Good Times, Family Matters, In Living Color, Living Single. That's a good one. Living Single, and Sanford and Sons. We got Sanford and Son as well.
Jody remind me of Rollo.
Yeah.
Rollo. Jody, you know what Sanford and Son is?
I know who Rollo is. That's
If I'm lying, I'm flying. My baby mama crying.
Hey, some of y'all showing y'all age right now with that Good Times.
Hey,
Nick, what's your top 5, man?
Man, it's tough because I'm looking at a whole bunch of good sitcoms. I ain't don't even. This is an honorable. I got 2 honorable mentions. You got the Boondocks. It was a cartoon sitcom.
Oh yes, I watched that the other night. I love the Boondocks.
I got all 5 seasons on DVD.
The Proud Family.
Oh, the Proud Family. Okay.
Everybody hates Chris.
Oh, I love that show.
But mine, you got the Steve Harvey Show too. But mine, I would have to say, Fresh Prince, Martin, Family Matters. The Wayans Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Wayans Brothers.
And the Cosby Show.
And they cut the Wayans Brothers short.
And then you got Smart Guy.
Yeah. Smart Guy, Taj Mari. Yeah.
Oh,
Smart Guy with Taj Mari. Sister.
With his sister.
All right, we got somebody else that dropped their top 5. Niecy dropped hers with Girlfriends. Girlfriends is pretty good. That's a good one. Living Single, Different World. 1-on-1 was good too. My girl Kyla Pratt. Woo. Jesus. Good Times. Kyla Pratt, my girl, y'all.
So is.
But
then you got Jamie Foxx.
And actually, that's on my top 5. I actually went with because everything that's being named I watch and I still watch to this day. But I went with what makes me laugh most, and that was Family Matters, Martin, Fresh Prince, Jamie Foxx Show, and one nobody is named, Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
Love me some Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Sam say no, she ain't.
Keenan and Kel.
She is my girl. I got a lot of
No, Sam's your girl.
Well, Sam's my fiance.
Get it right.
Mr. Who Loves Your Baby? Let me get your top 5.
Oh man, it's a rough one, man.
I know it's tough. There's a lot of good ones.
Because I've been watching since the 70s and stuff. So
naming stuff we don't know nothing about.
No, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Sanford and Son.
What's that show that had Benson on it?
Benson.
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 That
wasn't the name of it.
Yeah, it was. It's called Benson. Yeah, Benson.
When he was the servant to the white family.
Yeah, Benson. It's called Benson.
I don't think it was named Benson.
Yo, yes. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that show with Eddie Griffin and the dude from Family Matters?
Yeah, it's called the Eddie Griffin Show.
Yeah, the Eddie Griffin Show.
I know. I just remember that show that came from time to time. Yeah. Yo, shout out to UPN, bro. They used to have all the black.
Hey, they used to have the bangles, boy.
Remember all of us with
Yeah.
What's the one chick? Lisa Ray.
Eve. They got Eve. The Eve show, that was good. Go ahead, Teddy. I'm sorry. We cut you off. I'm sorry.
It's like I was saying, Sanford and Son. That was a staple in my house. The Cosby Show. Family Matters, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fresh Prince all day. Martin especially. But, we can go on and on. Like I said, the Living Singles and the I seen one that nobody, Moesha. That was another good.
Moesha.
Yeah, Moesha was another good one.
Malcolm and Eddie, bro. That's what I was
talking. Malcolm and Eddie. There you go.
So Erica got Martin, Wayans Brothers, Living Single, In Living Color, and Malcolm and Eddie.
Yeah, and in Living Color also, that was like, man, That launched a lot of careers. A Living Color.
Man, every time I think of In Living Color, I think of the Wayans and I think of Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, the Wayans.
Carrey
Also, J-Lo. J-Lo was on In Living Color.
Yeah, David Allen Greer, your boy.
Yeah, man, all of them went on to something bigger and better. Tommy Davidson.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, Tommy Davidson. Yeah.
All of them. Somebody did say Benson. I don't know. Different Strokes. Maybe Different Strokes is a, because.
I know it's a newer one, but it's one of the few Tyler Perry shows that I did enjoy. Meet the Pains.
Meet the Pains is actually pretty good. No,
shows I actually did enjoy. Curtis used to have me dying.
Oh yeah, 227. That's
I don't know what that is.
Oh, that's with Marla Gibbs. Actually, she went to my high school. Jack A. Harris and Marla Gibbs. Yeah, she's from Chicago, South Side. Went to Wendell Phillips High School.
That's the lady from the Jeffersons.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the housekeeper.
She was the housekeeper.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
The Jeffersons
was and got her own show. Yeah.
Yeah. Jeffersons was another good one. That's, Jeffersons wouldn't survive in today's climate, because
they've been shutting down quick.
Yeah, just like All in the Family.
Sanford too.
Yeah, Sanford Son too.
Yeah, Sanford Son. All in the Family would not survive.
The Parkers.
The Parkers. That's So Raven. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean, we had a lot of excellent shows.
Hey, I just remember that one scene when he was in court. If Fred Sanford was like, "Where the black people at?" No, he was like, "Where the white people at?" He was talking to the judge. He was like, "It's enough niggas in here to make a Tarzan movie."
Hey, somebody was running at my job. That show.
Hilarious.
But Jimmy got New York Undercover. New York Undercover is a black sitcom.
Oh man, New York Undercover was the stuff till they killed off my man. Then went downhill from there.
Another good sitcom y'all should watch it was The Wire.
Oh yeah, The Wire. Yeah,
I never watched it.
I think,
and it's not a sitcom; it's a show.
It's a show, yeah.
It's a series.
The Wire was way before its time. Like,
yeah, it was.
Except for when they went to the docks, man, it got super boring during the dock.
The docks was boring, but I read about it. They only wrote that whole show to only be 5 seasons.
Wow, yeah.
Like
how long did it go?
I think only 5 seasons. That's all they wanted.
Oh, that's all.
Yeah, they rolled it out for 5 seasons, and that it like that could have went for longer than 5.
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island.
We said black.
No. I'm sorry. Gullah Gullah Island.
Gullah
Island. Is that what it's called?
Hey, we used to watch that all the time, Nick.
With that big ass yellow frog. Gullah Gullah Island.
Gullah Gullah Island.
I ain't never heard of that.
Wait. So what about some of the newest ones that's out that y'all have seen? Y'all see The Neighborhood?
Sitcoms, though,
I don't know how new it is, but with Cedric the Entertainer.
That's a good one.
I've seen commercials on it. I've never seen it.
I've never seen it.
You gotta check it out. Also, this funny Martin. Kelsey. Y'all know Kelsey Grammer, the guy from
Frasier.
Him and Martin got a sitcom that they started called Partners a while back. It's only about maybe 6 or 7 episodes. It never really took off. So
that's not successful then. So it's trash.
Yeah.
You gotta check out. Listen, I know it's a little diverse, right? But Grownish is the same dude that made Blackish, but he did a spinoff with the daughter in college.
Oh yeah,
a lot of her. It's a majority of black people, but it's called Grownish, and it's just like, bro, it's actually like pretty dope show. Like it tackles a lot of very diverse issues.
I saw one episode on Grownish that it almost had me caught. I just haven't went back to go back to watch the series. But from the episode that I saw, it had a lot of potential. But Jimmy said the Upshaws. If y'all haven't saw the Upshaws with Mike Epps on Netflix, it is hilarious.
Yeah, the Upshaws. Is that? Did they redo that?
I don't know if they redid it or not.
I don't think they redid it.
They had that one season, and I think it's like 9 episodes.
It's another one too with one of the twins, the Tia twin, or I forget.
Oh, the game.
Oh yeah, the game.
The game. Oh yeah, the game was
not the game, but there's another sitcom that she did. It's called Stepmom. I think it's called Stepmom or something like that.
Yeah.
What's the TV show with the two? There were two half sisters. Was it half and half?
Yeah.
Half and half. Yeah.
With the rich sister, with the rich mom, and
Instant
Mom. That was good.
Now me and Sam just subscribed to the All Black Network, and we're gonna check out some series and shows on that that look pretty good. So if y'all ain't checked it out, I did watch a couple movies. I watched that one movie on there that I forgot what the movie was called, but the white cop shot the black dude and he was a cop too.
Where did you find that? I'm trying to look for that everywhere,
bro. It's on the All Black. It's on the All Black. It's
so
another streaming service.
You subscribe to it?
I subscribe to it. I'll give you the login
password.
I got you.
Wait, you talking about where the white cop shot the black cop and the black cop shot him and ended up killing him?
Yeah, the black cop.
No, he didn't kill him.
No, he
What's the name of it?
He did kill him.
Hold on, I'm about to look it up.
I want to say that
it's a good movie.
If you recommended movies, watch the movie called The Hate They Give Us.
The Hate They Give Us.
It's a really
sound like it's good.
That's not the title.
That don't sound like it's good.
Let me see.
You got the hate part right.
I didn't know they made a second season. Jimmy Thompson, I'm gonna need that, please. I got you, Jimbo.
The Hate You Gave is probably what it's talking about.
No, it's called The Hate.
I forgot, but Nick, the movie was produced by Ice-T, and Ice-T is in the movie as well.
Yeah,
I thought it was a very good movie. I thought it was a very good movie. But me and Sam subscribe to it. They got a couple shows on there that me and her gonna check out.
If y'all want to see a really dope, deep one, black movie is called 1 Week. Now that movie, that movie, man. And the premise is it's these two dudes, they roommates. One is getting married, the other, he's just in there. But the one that's not getting married had found out that one of the chicks he was messing with had HIV.
Mm-hmm.
So they go to her job to see where she live at, and it comes to find out that the dude that's getting married also messed with the same chick. So the whole thing is he had a week to find out if he was HIV, but he had to also tell his fiance because he cheated on her with this chick. So it's a really good movie. They play out the week.
What streaming services is it on?
I don't know. I watched it on TV. So
Nick, it's called the Equal Standard.
So it might be on your streaming service.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that it's called The Equal Standard, the movie I was talking about with the cops.
No, I was telling you to go ahead.
Oh, my bad, Telly. Go ahead.
No, I'm saying it might be on your streaming service. It's called 1 Week.
1 week. I'm gonna check it out. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff going on with pigmented people, as Jimmy like to call it.
I also want to see American Skin.
I just put
that's
that.
What Jody. He just put that down.
That's a really good movie.
Where is that at?
I bought it on Amazon Prime for like $3.99.
Oh, okay.
Did y'all see the movie about Obama?
Nah.
Beezy.
Beezy, shout out to Jimbo. Beezy.
They got a movie about him. It hit the theaters. It didn't get much fanfare.
Hey, we got somebody that say wrap it up.
I thought that was a movie.
I thought it was a movie too.
I don't know. You're right. We need to wrap it up.
We went to talk about movies and stuff, man. Make sure everybody watching.
We're trying to put y'all people on to the good stuff.
Trying to put y'all on to that fire. But hey man, we appreciate everybody tapping in with us today and having a great conversation.
I guess it was for a movie.
For that movie.
No,
Well, we still gonna wrap it up, bro.
yeah, Chris, we're gonna still wrap it up, brother. Anybody got anything else before we tap out?
No man is bigger than the group.
Oh, we forgot about Creed's Corner. We can't forget about Creed's Corner. I'm gonna just say something real quick since we don't really have nothing for Creed's Corner. Don't let your ego block you from learning. No matter where you at in life, no matter what you think you know, there's always something else to be learned. There's always something else to be taught. Don't let your ego block anything as far as how somebody's trying to tell you something. They may be right, they may be wrong, but don't let your mind block out from continuing to learn, because we all don't know it all. Some of us like to portray like we know it all, but we don't. We all don't know it all. So that's Creed's Corner today. Anybody else got anything that they want to add?
Yeah, don't let your exes mess up your futures.
Don't keep people out grown people business.
Hey man, y'all hit us up on all our social media handles. Shout out to Nate the Great. Shout out to Chef Jimbo. Shout out to Creed, the first. We got Coach A. We got Mr. Who Loves Your Baby, B the CEO, Mr. Mike Unhinged, and you got Nick the Legend. We appreciate y'all stopping by and pulling up to the barbecue. We'll catch y'all on In Game on Sunday for all your sports needs and everything after college football
on the
and
flip
NFL.
side.
Yeah.
And then we'll see y'all again on Wednesday.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. There you go.
Exactly.
Hey, after you hit this intro, show them the logo.
I got it. Hey man, we love y'all. We'll see y'all on Unhinged on Wednesday, and then we'll be right back here at the Family Barbecue next Saturday. Y'all have a blessed one. Peace.
Tell them I ain't mad if they ain't know. You know I ain't mad if you love it. Can't nobody overtake this moment from me. So we go while I got it, the fuck it, it's all good.